Hey everyone.
I'm Jane.
I'm Kitten.
As you know, my name is Pat. It's that time again. It's time for another episode of the Kinky Christian Podcast. Here we are again, talking about some more kinky sex.
Kinda.
Well, the thing is, oh, by the way, welcome.
Hi.
We're here again. I'm Pat.
I'm Kitten.
And so, we've been running this podcast for like 2 years now, believe it or not.
Wow.
I know.
I don't believe it.
I know, but it's been like almost 2 years. Almost 2 years. It's probably 2 years' time, but we've missed a few episodes because things got in the way, so we probably don't have quite 2 years worth of episodes, but that was our studio cat that just decided he was going to attack a guitar and failed miserably. And he's staring at the guitar like it's the guitar's fault. So anyway.
That's funny.
I would say we squirrel a lot, but this was a cat. We cat a lot.
We catted.
So, we started this, as I said, almost 2 years ago. And the point was to share kink and Christianity and what God says about it. And should we be doing it in the eyes of God, right?
That was the intention.
That was the intent. We were going to do our best to share everything, share what we know, share stuff about kink and BDSM, power exchange, life experiences, marriage. But there's another side to this that we have intentionally not touched until now, that because it gets kind of messy when we deal with this. And that's not, should we do it in the eyes of God, but can we do it according to the law?
Yeah.
Because in reality, no.
What we're doing is illegal.
Plain and simple, what we're doing is abuse.
In the eyes of the law.
In the eyes of the law. And here's the weird thing is a lot of people think that, 50 Shades of Grey, that was a movie, it was out, and they didn't get arrested, and these books are out, and they don't, no one's getting stopped. Well, I mean, that doesn't quite mean anything because you got books about drug dealers and movies about murdering.
It's all fantasy.
It's all fantasy.
Yeah.
So yes, there are books about it, there are movies about it, but in reality, this is considered domestic violence.
Yes.
So, according to the law, if you are beating somebody for whatever reason, that's battery.
And they can take you to jail.
And in most places, they will take you to jail because a lot of states have that, I don't know what they call it, where it's mandatory that if they come to a domestic dispute, it's mandatory that somebody's going to jail.
Yep. A person.
And whether you say, no, this was all consensual, I wanted him to do that, I told it, they're still going to take me to jail.
Yep.
Now, people are thinking, oh, that's stupid. That, if I tell them no, well, if you got to think about it, a lot of battered people, women, men, will say no, don't take them to jail because they're abused and they don't want to be more abused later. So and some of them are have this weird sense of commitment and relationship where that's the norm to them. And they don't, even though they don't like the abuse, they love the person.
Right. Well, and then there's also the fear of retaliation, the fear of it's going to get worse once they get out of jail. Okay, yeah, they're going to go to jail. That's going to be 24 hours. They're going to get out, and they're going to come back, and I'm going to get punished even worse.
Yeah, for letting them go to jail.
Right.
Yeah. So I understand where the law is coming from as far as making it just across the board illegal. I get that. I understand that. And I'm not mad about it. I don't think it's stupid.
There are states, though, that it's not illegal, and there's more and more states that are pushing for this MPC 213, Section 10. It's a defense of explicit consent. That is the name of the document in
I think it's in Florida or Georgia or wherever
yeah.
we took a class on this at Kinky College one time, and there was this very, very smart attorney who's into BDSM. She was either from Florida or Georgia,
I think she was from Georgia, but she was
one of the
very
southern states.
very adamant. Her name is Sarah Steele. And she gave this BDSM and the law, and she was very, very forthcoming with
Yeah, wonderful woman.
what we are doing is illegal,
Yeah.
and some ways to protect yourself.
As much as possible.
Right. Like one of the key things that we see not only in 50 Shades, but in some of the books that we read is contracts.
And that's not just in that. There's a lot of people out there that tell you have a contract.
Have a contract. Yeah. Well, you have a contract. Now you're putting it in writing that you're
going to get beat.
going to get beat.
Yeah.
So now that's evidence. So she is very much on the side of no contract.
Or there are a lot of people who like it, and I really liked her idea on this. She's like, if you need to make a contract, write it up, sign it, both read it, both look at it, make sure it's good, and burn it.
Yep. Burn it.
Burn it. Get rid of it after it's been agreed upon, signed, and everyone's good with it. Get rid of it. Burn it, destroy it, whatever you got to do.
Yeah, because some people like the ceremony of it.
Right.
The whole.
And she understood that.
Yep.
So she was very adamant. Do not have any kind of evidence laying around that, videos of,
Videos, pictures.
pictures. She said the pictures pictures are kind of protected with the artwork. So, I mean,
Yeah.
a picture of like someone tied up or something, but if you're taking pictures of the bruises and stuff, that marks that are left, she's like, that's the ones you don't want to keep.
Yep, that's the ones that you're going to be in trouble with.
But if you're like doing shibari or, just sexual pictures, they are protected to some aspect by the freedom of speech and copyrights and all that.
Yep.
But the videos, she was like,
No go.
Don't really do the videos. And if you got pictures of marks that are left or anything like that, get rid of them.
Yep.
So there is a website out there that we want to direct everyone to. It's called the National Coalition for Sexual Freedom, NCSF. The link has always been down below. Check that out, because we're not trying to abolish the laws.
No.
We're trying to educate the lawmakers and the law enforcement to understand that, yes, we need you to protect against domestic violence, and we need to have those things in place. But we also need to understand that there's another side to this where they really are telling the truth when they said, I consented to this, I wanted this. That's what we're trying to do. We joined the NCSF. We donate to help, fight these things and get laws in place that understand that part of the lifestyle. So, I mean, it's so bad that when we go on vacation, we like to take toys with us, and you stay at a hotel. I have to go out into the hallway of the hotel and have her hit herself with the different implements that we took with us to see if I can hear it in the hallway. Because if someone reports it, that they hear someone getting beat in there, again,
Someone's going to jail.
Someone's going to jail in a state you don't live in. So
Yeah.
So yeah, it really is that serious.
Yeah.
We chuckle about it, we giggle about it. But if you're going somewhere, going to another state, make sure that you are aware of, is that state, does it have kink friendly laws? Which ones do they have? Which ones don't they have? And this NCSF will help you do that.
Yeah. They'll also lead you to, I'm pretty sure that they're on there. I'm having a complete brain to
Like kink friendly attorneys.
thank you. Kink friendly attorneys, kink friendly doctors, kink friendly.
Oh, doctors. That's a whole nother
Yeah,
aspect
that's a
of this.
whole nother thing because they can report too.
They're mandated
So-
to report.
Well, you are correct. They are mandated to report. Any psychology, psychiatrists, therapists, they're all mandated.
Yep. So if
Did you ever hit?
when you don't talk to him,
Okay.
we're doing.
Well, he's looking, so I didn't know if he forgot to
Our
hit
producer
go.
came over and was checking things out. She gets sidetracked so easily.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah, I think they do have listings. They can get you to, professionals in most areas that are kink friendly.
yeah, and there's another kapprofessionals.org. That's K like kitten, AP professionals.org. I think they also have a list of kink friendly professionals that you can go to for whatever
Yeah.
that you need.
So yeah, just be careful out there. Understand that what we do, the legal system has not caught up to
No,
this part of the lifestyle yet.
no.
And-
Another thing that she said, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
no, you're fine.
So it's the Fourth Amendment search rights. They can search your home, they can search your friend's home, they can search your hotel room, and they can search private clubs. So when or if the police come and start knocking on your door, you need to say,
3
I
times.
don't consent to search 3 times. And then apparently they can't search
Without a warrant.
without a warrant.
Yeah.
So they'll have to come back with a warrant. But that was another key thing that she said that really kind of
Yeah.
hit home with us.
Yeah. She was really, really smart.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, she's a lawyer,
Yeah.
so she better be.
But just understand, there is a thing in place where they are trying to educate lawmakers. And it's not that lawmakers are against it. A lot of them don't understand it, you
Yep.
know. So you got to educate them. And that's what the NCFS does.
Yes. And you may have actually seen them if you've been to Kinky College, if you've been to any of
Any other kink conventions,
Yeah,
they're
any-
everywhere.
Yep. If you've seen them, stop by,
Talk
get
to 'em.
get information. They're pretty knowledgeable people.
Yeah. So, all that being said, don't stop what you're doing if it's consensual on both your parts or multiple parts, whatever.
Valid.
But be aware that legally it is considered abuse. So,
Scary.
it is, but
Here we are.
it's just the way of the world. Things
Yeah.
are improving,
Yep.
but this is where we are.
Yeah, I think she said there's like 13 states currently that are kink friendly.
Yeah, and more coming.
More coming.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and this was 2 years ago
2 years ago.
when we went to this class.
Yeah.
So I'm sure by now there's more happening. But yeah, so I highly recommend joining the NCFS. Help,
Help with the education,
Yep.
getting the word out and protecting people, protecting
yourselves.
our lifestyles.
Yep.
Yeah,
So I think that's all we got to say on this one.
I think so.
I'm sure more will come up later, and
Oh, I'm sure.
we'll share it with you as we go.
As soon as we get more information, I'm sure we'll share it.
Yeah. Until next time, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and God bless.